it's Tony Zazza. Welcome back to my kitchen for another Foodie Fridays. Wassey's Meat Market right here in Melbourne, Florida. Hands down the best meat market around, and I'm really excited about tonight. We were talking about what to do, and one of the things we haven't done are fajitas. So Frank and I got to talking, and I was like, you know, I grew up in San Diego. One of my favorite dishes ever is carne asada. So it's similar to fajitas without all the seasoning and spices. It's actually a little simpler, but with some of the citrus juices we're going to use and some of the vinegars, you're going to get an incredible flavor on this meat. And my mouth's already salivating. And you're going to have a great Taco Tuesday coming up next week. So if you're ready, let's get started for this edition of Foodie Fridays with carne asada on the Big Green Egg. So I told you the ingredients were going to be pretty simple, so here we go. You're going to want the juice of 2 lemons, juice of 2 limes, juice of a half an orange. We've got some white vinegar, red wine vinegar, pepper, Himalayan salt. Slice up about a medium to large onion. I've got about 2 cloves of garlic minced here. And then this is an outside skirt steak. So there's 2 parts of the skirt steak. The inside, which is a really thin skirt steak, and then you've got the outside, which is nice and thick. And you get this beautiful marbling. Look at that. You can get this at Wassey's right here in Melbourne. So that's pretty much all you need. We'll start to prepare the marinade, and I'll tell you what to do next. So what I have here is I've got all the ingredients, liquid ingredients, ready to go for the marinade. So it's 2 limes squeezed, 2 lemons squeezed, a half an orange squeezed, salt, pepper, about 2 cloves of minced garlic, and then a half tablespoon of red wine vinegar and a half a tablespoon of white vinegar. And then we'll just whisk it. Add the onions. And then the marinade's ready to go, and I'll tell you what we're going to do with the meat next. So we've got our marinade with the onions ready, this beautiful piece of outside skirt steak, and we're just going to lightly season that. Take a Ziploc baggie big enough to hold the meat. And then just dump this in. Seal it up, making sure it's sealed so you don't lose any of the marinade. And then just kind of move it around a little bit so those juices and the onions get in between the meat. You can also do this in like a glass cake dish or baking dish if you will. Or you could even do it in the bowl that you mix the marinade in. We're going to let that sit. You want to let this marinade for at least an hour, or if you do it overnight, it's going to be even more tender and more delicious. So in the fridge it goes. So our outside skirt steak's been marinating for a couple hours now. We've got the Big Green Egg up to 350 degrees on direct heat. So we're going to go ahead and throw this nice slab of meat on. You want to cook it to about mid-rare, and it's thicker, so keep that in mind. Oh, this smells amazing. And it's only been a couple hours. I'm telling you, the longer you keep it in, up to 24 hours, the better it's going to taste. Mid-rare is the best because you're going to let it sit once it comes off the grill, and it'll finish off nicely. And don't forget those onions. You can now take those and saute them in another skillet inside to prep them for the fajitas if you want. So I flipped it one more time and we're probably ready. Oh yeah, look at that. I wish you could smell this. To take this off and let it sit for about 10 minutes or so. Doesn't that look beautiful? So we're ready to cut into the carne asada. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes. We've got our Boost cutting block, our Shun cutlery. All this stuff is available at Wassey's Meat Market. You can check out their website too, wasseysmeatmarket.com. Let's cut right into the center. That is beautiful. Now, how carne asada is traditionally served, unlike fajitas where they're longer strips, carne asada is served more squared off. So we will cut this entire thing into tiny cubes, and then we'll be ready for our tacos. We are ready to start to build these tacos. Carne asada, and we've got sour cream, cheese. I went ahead and sauteed the onions from the marinade, guacamole, some pico de gallo, and then some black beans to go along with it on the side. Carne Asada tacos are ready. And delicious. I'll put all the ingredients, the recipe down below. Also, if you have any suggestions for what you'd like to see us cook on the Big Green Egg, we'd love to hear about that. And make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you like it and share it on your social media outlets. Till next time, bye-bye.